It's driveway DIY here, sun is shining, time to get out on the driveway and do an oil change. I'm going to do this on a Honda Civic. Here's some of the stuff you need. I've got the oil, 10 watt 40. I've got my oil filter. Bought a new sump plug as well, with washer. There's nothing really wrong with the one I've got, but I've got another one. It cost me about £4, so I might as well change it. Genuine Honda one. Got a bowl to catch my oil. I've got an oil filter wrench kit. Got various other things as well. Got plenty of oil filter wrench bits in there. Various things you can get. But I'm going to use these cups because they're pretty good. Gloves, use some gloves. Spanners, 17mm spanners, long reach, these ones there. I've had these for a while, really enjoy using them. Good leverage, good quality as well. Not snap on, but I don't know. Nielsen made them, been pretty good for me. So that's pretty much all the kit we're going to need. We'll go out to the car and show you how I've jacked it up. Here we are outside. Sun's shining, beautiful as you like. Here's my car, here's my good trusty old Honda Civic. Run the engine for a short time, get the oil fairly hot so it thins out a little bit, easier to drain. What I've done, jacked up the car, put on jack stands. Plenty of YouTube stuff out there talking about jack stands. Use them, always use them, never not use them. Working under your car, even at the side of your car, always use them. Stops the car from rocking, you don't want it falling on you. Drop the wheels as well, done that. Stops you going forward. Through this job you can take your wheels off if you like, give you a bit more space. I'm not going to, but if you take your wheels off, stick your wheels under the car for a bit more safety. Working under your car, use safety goggles as well. I've always got a pair. Get that much crap and stuff underneath the car, fall in your eyes, that's it. Finish for the day, down the hospital. We're all going to get underneath the car and drain the oil. So here we are underneath the car. As you can see right in front of you, there's a sump plug. So I'm going to get a 17mm spanner and I'm going to crack that open. Lefty loosey, righty tighty, don't forget. Don't use impacts on these sort of things, just use a spanner. Long reach spanner, long handle spanners, best for trying to get stuck ones off. So I'm going to do that right now. So we have just took the just undone the sump plug, so going to try and get you in here, get your pan ready. Get it ready, because it's going to gush. There you go, straight in there, good shot. Just let that drain, just make sure you might have to move your drain pan around a few times as it starts to slow down. Take your oil filler cap off as well, because obviously that helps it come out. It's fairly warm, it's coming out quite nice and thin. So once the oil's drained, it's going to drip like this for a while. You're not going to get it all out, but you're going to get sufficient enough. Obviously when you do regular oil changes, I do about 2 or 3 a year now. Doesn't matter if you leave a little bit in there. Obviously if it's been in there a long time, then you need probably an engine flush or various other things, but this is probably about adequate. I've got my new sump plug as well with a 14mm washer, so I'm going to put that on next and tighten it down. Probably should torque it. Look in your car manufacturer's specifications for that. It's not very tight, it's not hugely tight. I just give it a couple of good turns, tighten it down and give it a couple of good turns. Don't over tighten it though, because if you over tighten it then you're in a bit of trouble. there we go. Nice bright shiny brand new sump plug in there, tightened down. And next I'm going to show you where the oil filter is. On these Hondas, they're right at the back above the drive shaft. Really annoying. On Fords now they tend to be at the front of the engine, these are right at the back. So when you get underneath the car, get your glasses on, gloves on, underneath the car, and get your wrench ready and undo it from there. So here we are underneath the car. As you can see, there's the oil filter right on the back of the engine. I'm going to attempt to move it now with my oil filter remover tool. Always helps while you're underneath here, have a look at all the other stuff as well, see if there's anything else that needs doing. Any split boots or anything that's obvious to you, have a look around some of the suspension. Car's up on axle stands, check for wheel bearing movements and various things like that. Yeah, there's the oil filter. I'm going to have a go moving it. I'm going to try and set the camera up if I can. Just get you an angle in here of how I've got the cup on the oil filter. There's my handle. Try and get a long handled ratchet if you can. Makes life so much easier than getting your hand stuck in there. And that's shouldn't be on very tight. I mean, I've done the service on this for a long time now, and I only put the oil filters on hand tight. So when you take this one off, have a bit of a clean around, clean all the old oil off, make sure the old seal's not still stuck on there, and then put the new one on. You need to fill the new one, fill it with oil, and then put some oil around the seal as well. But some of these oil filters are really hard to get off, but this one was fairly easy. But long handle, long reach spanner ratchet is your friend. More leverage and you're more likely to get it off. There you go. So I'll take that one off and get the new one on. As I say, it's quite hard to see under here because it's right at the back of the engine. Here's the old oil filter, took out. If you can see that. Lots of grime, lots of mess in it. I mean, I do this every 5 or 6 months. And even then, these oil filters are full, quite heavy. You even have to drain in, they're quite heavy, full of all sorts of sludge and grime and what have yous. So yeah, that's the old oil filter. Time to put the new one on. Here's the new oil filter. So what I do with this before I put it on, get some oil. So get it. Just top it up. Put some oil in it. There you go, a bit of oil. Then go around the edges like that. You want to top it up with oil because you don't want no gaps between the oil getting to the engine. So if you put an oil filter on with no oil in it, then that engine's working hard, waiting for that oil to get through that oil filter, and it's going to get, well, it's going to cause a bit of wear. So if it's already in there, then there's no waiting for it. So there you go. Put some oil in it. There you go. It's soaked in, so it shouldn't come out when you put it back on. And that's ready to screw it back on, hand tight. Yeah, and this is what I do with the oil filter when I'm waiting for it to drain on my bowl. I mean, you can get some proper pans and stuff like that, but I've got an old bowl, bit of chicken wire, stick the filter on top of the chicken wire and let it drain out. Does the job. One thing to remember as well is that all your waste oil needs to be disposed at a reputable recycling point. Anywhere, any tips, any plate rubbish dumps, anywhere like that where get rid of this sort of thing, they'll have an oil disposable tank there. So don't be pouring it down the drain or dumping it in the grass or anything like that. Make sure you take it to the right place and get it done properly, and your oil filters as well. Because we do a lot of these oil changes, and the more stuff dumped all over the place, it's just not going to be great for the environment or anything like that. So make sure you dispose of it in the right place. Cheers. And now to finish off, I've got to refill it. Sump plug's back in. That's been tightened. The oil filter's on. That's been tightened. So all you got to do now is get yourself a funnel and fill it up to the level. So basically, when you fill it up, you need to fill it up to just get the stick. Just, I don't know if you can see, but it needs to be halfway between the two dots. So just keep filling. Don't overfill it. Just keep checking it. So we'll start filling it. There we go. Just get the bottle. Start filling it up. Just wait for it to go down. Easy as that. I'm not going to fill the whole process, but just make sure you got a rag with you. Make sure it doesn't overflow too quick. Obviously the thicker oil's got more tendency to overflow. Thinner oils are like water, they just go straight in. This is a 10 watt 40. So just take your time and fill it up. Once you've filled it up, take it for a run. Let it settle and then check it again. And that should be it. Make sure you got all your tools out of your car. And job's a good one. Check for leaks. This is driveway DIY on a hot sunny day out my driveway doing an oil filter change. Hope this helps you. Thanks for watching.